if you ever see this, I didn't give a shit about you then, and I still don't give a shit about you. Wait, no, I cared about you, and I want everything to be okay with you.
Why did they so far Veronica Martins and Jill Ward?
And Jill Ward, yeah, exactly.
Hardly a touch of the ball for either.
We, the Latin contingent.
And I think the moments that you're going to find with the Martins off the dot is this direct play. If they can bypass the midfield of Spain and allow her in that advanced team to get on and release their inside.
Dude, this
that could
is
be the
dangerous.
most for this Dutch side.
Just keep, like,
It's a recognized high boost, tries to pull out of it.
And faces are there. They should have like a little helmet
kick for Spain from long distance.
And then Gonzalez.
Randy is in this mix. That's one of your center backs for Spain.
Who's your favorite
Number 4 at the back post.
Grandstein.
Who's
your favorite Spanish player? The down bro. But Gonzalez is pretty good too.
Should try again. Spain.
You like Grandstein? Yeah, she's got an afro.
Still scoreless here, 24th minute.
I have an afro.
The better side. Thus far,
I'm a
nothing
hoe.
to show for it as Paredes
I'm a hoe with a fro.
Fernandez.
Fro hoes.
It's a crowded middle.
We call ourselves fro hoes. I did
And this
just
pass goes free to the
fro
left.
hoe. So
Outside the box.
we fro hoes, baby.
Pick back up. Arietta.
Yo, dog, she hit the goal. Dude, yo, she, like, they almost kicked it in the goal, dog. Dude, that was so sick.
And Netherlands are leaving multiple players above it for the counter tap. Jill Roord, one of them. Mark was the other, Bernstein as well. Jill Roord just gives up on this play.
Bernstein.
Allows the little slip pass inside. So that's what Spain does so incredibly well. And Hoonan on the right hand side of your screen was frustrated there, just yelling at the back line. They need those players to step out.
Dubsalar towards the halfway line.
Are you sure?
Stein couldn't get it. Keeps it moving. It's too far from Canova. For Spain forward.
And as much as it's been all Spain in the early goings of this half, Netherlands has the ability to strike very quickly. They want to possess the ball. They want to keep the ball, so Spain doesn't have it at their feet, dictate possession. But Netherlands' best opportunities will come if, in fact, they catch Spain in their offensive-defensive transition.
And even if magic goes up for seconds, always.
Fernandez for Spain, going long.
Always.
Mr. Gonzalez. Lost it out.
Pepsi doesn't
For the
sponsor
Netherlands.
this. They really need to up their marketing budget. Like whatever Coca-Cola Pepsi should
At their heart,
do.
will collect.
Like every company should just double their marketing. People want marketing. What a new company of which you learned because of marketing. Santum Insurance Good and Proper. They're going to Coca-Cola Selfie doing magic, which should be always. Global. We learned about
such a high
Wanda.
line. You just have to overhit
We
that
learned
ball.
about that one
And
tweet.
Bernstein will be in behind.
Jackson.
Can't get too cute with it if you're Netherlands.
Jacob's
You either soften up this press
The
of Spain
oldest winery
or you find
in
success in
fucking
behind. But that's the
That
option
was
right
good
now.
money invested for that play.
One for Mateo.
Anybody else?
Several players with Barcelona connections.
Hollywood Bets.
Drops it.
Good about
Johnson.
Hollywood Bets. Good happening.
Gets the ball. Harton's going for it, but Coy reacts and clears.
There are too many
Spain
players
back on
on the
it.
field.
Looking long for Redondo.
Redondo.
Great job to bring it inside and then lost it in the air.
It should be like 3 players versus like 99 children. Like I've seen the Japan people play. Japanese people. Or it should be 7 on 7.
Back to that Dopsor. Now we'll make
Really?
that move.
Why? Should be more goals. This is boring as fuck. Because the teams are just so good that
Under pressure from
generally
Monte.
nobody
It's
scores
released
them.
over the right.
Combat, that's just incredible.
Long roll in. Bierenstein.
Who else?
He's should collect it.
There's
Bierenstein drops it back.
one of my favorite companies of all time. Of all time, one is one of my favorite companies.
All half
On
long,
the day.
Bierenstein has no intent to check back at all. Everything is threatening in that space and behind. It ends up being the release pass. She gets on the end of it and then just recycles this back to Brooks. That's your left wing back for the Dutch. No pressure arriving from Spain. Tries to pick out Martins at the near post, and that's one of those balls that almost tucks its way into the back post and no one touches it.
She's a trailblazer.
Spain back with possession. Hernandez. Switch was by Paredes. Into the middle it comes. Just outside, now inside the circle. Here's Redondo again. Getting width. Hermoso's pass in the middle. That's knocked away. Getting all these recoveries though. Hernandez puts one up into the box.
Well, they get all those recoveries because of their attacking shape and there's the close proximity of the attackers to each other. And so as soon as you lose that ball, you immediately have structure underneath it to regain.
On this younger side, giving up a lot of space in this one, a lot of shots as well, but it's still level. Zeros on the board, 30th minute.
What is Bernstein?
And they're focusing in on Bierenstein as the white they try to flip this for her.
So this is for the final four. This is a big
Johnson.
fucking
And Dobsolar, pressured by Gonzalez.
oh,
It's
stop.
cleared. Well, try to keep it in play. It's out to Spain
What
throwing.
about Adidas? I'm disappointed in you. Why? If they keep changing that logo, they didn't change it that much. It's still
Clear on that left
decent.
side.
But they should really go with that flower that used to use.
Last touch by Spain.
There is, yeah, the three stripes are tight as fuck. Three stripes are where it's at, dog.
Throwing from that far side.
Really?
It's intended for Bierenstein. It goes out for another throw in. Higher in the field for the Dutch.
Any other companies? I don't know what the fuck it costs to buy for this stuff. Yeah, I'm assuming that shit's pretty good.
Past the half-hour mark. Throwing from Canova. Belongs to Spain.
Hughes T would be good.
Both of these teams pretty much consistent lineups throughout the tournament. A couple of changes more so for Spain. Have used the majority of their players, both of these teams.
Budweiser would be good.
Dobsolar.
Because we know about Dylan Mulvaney.
Already 1-2 to save off of Redondo.
Whatever, they're
Took long again. They look for Bierenstein. But how many players are back there with him?
And they're fine with that. Netherlands is because they pick up the second. So you drag that back line deep and you travel with it. And you pick up, if you don't get the first, you pick up the second. And you start to build in the second phase of your attack.
They want better than I
Wasn't called. By the corner flag, Spain will release it. That goes out. Netherlands have a throw in the 32nd minute.
Dylan Mulvaney. They had the whole surgery and everything. And didn't have sex for first.
Martins.
But only didn't have sex.
Force back.
And then he does
Johnson.
any
Oh, that's risk.
person who has that kind of surgery, they must have sex with him first. Why?
Cover. Plays right. Stay outside apparently.
This is my rule.
Netherlands looking for a good opportunity.
Vinny and I are like the most heterosexual men of all time. We saw it. Both backward together. Yeah.
And just gave that one away.
This is. You need to watch it for classes. Why'd you leave? Honestly, it was just
On the throw in.
so
Foul is
confused.
called.
Just
Foul is calling it.
that this is what you're
Those two have been battling with Vandria Hart, knowing she has to get really tight to Esther Gonzalez, does not want her to face up.
Esther, I hated that name for so long.
Back to Nofilter.
But it's actually
Gonzalez,
not.
high press.
And they're doing that time and time again. You'll see John Nofilter just puts her foot on it and drags a few more Spanish players a few steps forward.
Qatar Airways, Qatar Airways, they delivered like 160 different scenes.
Redondo, it's blocked. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Hernandez got it in quickly. Redondo returns it. Cross is coming in the middle.
I like their training.
Very well.
Would you rather fuck a Dutch girl or a Spanish girl? I am Dutch.
Day 2 of quarterfinal action as the host country Australia taking on France, followed by England and Colombia. Coverage starts 2 a.m. Eastern Saturday morning, 11 p.m. Pacific, late Friday night on Fox.
Dude, you're right.
Left side works.
I
Kept it in play. We have a
I
player
could
down.
do play-by-play for like every
Now
sport,
play is stopped on that foul.
particularly in sports.
Okay, it was Hernandez stepping out of the back, trying to get tight to Noonan.
Rhythm like gymnastics.
And if the ref let play go, they were in. Oh, that is ugly. That is ugly.
Like all the dance moves, all those pictures of gymnastics.
With a yellow card, we'll miss
But
the
they're
next
always
game if
They
Spain
sometimes sound like
advances.
some like mice.
And that's been a back line that has seen a lot of rotation for Spain, so that would be a big miss for them as they start to build some consistency moving forward through the knockout phase.
Concerned now, though,
Yeah,
Jordan has been a very good and durable player.
She's been massive, probably one of the undersung heroes of the squad.
Already without Mandel because of the suspension. Concern there and hope that she's okay.
I think
Bandon alongside their technical director.
Must be tough for her to watch. Not being able to contribute.
And I've really connected to them because
Well, first time in 10 years.
2 yellow cards is harsh, though, right?
Yeah,
In such a short amount of
I
time.
hate that rule.
Yeah,
I think it needs to be changed.
agreed.
Why don't you like her?
Nigel DeYoung, that was.
How? Is it a color thing? I don't know what color she is. The first person I knew was. Yeah.
Too few.
Did ever? No, I did.
Down the left side, maybe another opportunity. Gonzalez was calling for. It's headed away by Ward. Given right back. Aviena
I think she's cute.
trying to force it into a private area.
She's a hell of a basketball. I think she's huge. Who's the hot
Arena's
man?
pass. Nice move there. Runners in the box for Spain. Played in.
Oh, God.
And Spain is on the board.
Who's your favorite? Women's hockey
Well, it certainly has been coming, and Albert Dondo again.
player?
Good movement.
Ice hockey,
Just in between
field
the
hockey.
left wing back
Let's
and
start
the
with
left
field
center
hockey. I
back
don't
gets
know
on the
really
end of
field
this.
hockey, but let's start
Squares
with
it
ice
across,
hockey.
and it's Esther Gonzalez
I
that
don't
puts it
know.
home.
Didn't
Initially, as that
Canada
ball
have
came
high
in, I
goalie
was
once or
thinking,
something?
she missed it again.
Yeah, they're checking though.
And perhaps a
Not
step
air hockey.
in an
That's
offside
what
position.
air hockey.
After the front 12 review, number 9 is offside. Goal got
Oh,
saved. The
shit.
referee is offside.
Spain cheating.
It sounded like she said offside. Yes, no goal. Remember, there was confusion the other night. on the millimeter goal when everyone thought she was saying no goal, and it was a goal, and Sweden advanced.
Right. And if Redondo puts that in the back of her net herself,
Yeah, it was good.
it's irrelevant
Yeah.
that Esther Gonzalez is in offside position. But it's something the Dutch have to sort out.
Ball played long by Spain. That's blocked. No doubt they'll discuss it at halftime, but they don't want to be trailing going into the half and then make the adjustment.
Well, they should be some.
Dude, obviously go to the Final Four. I don't know why they don't.
It's good ball control with the pressure on. Brooks squares it. Spits up.
Super Bowl.
Puts one up.
Final
Martins was
Four.
trying to get behind the defense. Bierenstein first. To the ball.
Close.
Brooks puts one up for grabs.
Good brother,
Well done by Coy in traffic.
Good brother. Good.
Spain back in the ball. Then everything but scored. They did have one, but it was taken away because of the offside. Martins played long, and Bierenstein was not making that run.
Well, she had just made, what, a 90-yard run to get in behind on the previous play. Two center backs draped all over her.
At their heart. At Doxalar.
And again, bypassing midfield. This is the playbook right now for Netherlands. If you don't win the first, can you pick up the second and start to build from here?
Brooks long for Bierenstein, not long enough. Monte for Hermoso, and now it's kicked off, and then Spain just gives it away. Sometimes they were too quick for their own good.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Caltente makes way to half. For Salvador.
And Doxalar. Again, they'll try the long ball. Bierenstein with a flick. Martins chasing it. Second all-time leading scorer for the Dutch, trailing only Miedema out with an ACL injury. Going again for the Netherlands.
And on your screen, look at the top of it. You can see how disconnected Logan will be. So if the Dutch can change it over to that far side, they do have space to take advantage of.
Ward couldn't settle it. Had Paloma open.
That was it. And that's the moment where it just plays the wrong space.
Camera's focusing in on Coy, the surprise starter. Second straight start. Ball played in. Bierenstein. Slippy should try to get that attempted goal cleared away by Spain. Up, bouncing ball for Redondo. Counters on. Redondo makes him out on the right side. This is played into the middle instead. Gonzalez shot blocked. Near post. Netherlands take over. For Bierenstein, blocked. Ward can't find it. Spain on the recovery. Hernandez. One Monty. Rieta. Spain so comfortable with possession on the attack. Slipping it in, give it go. Shot is blocked. It's still loose and then put away by the Netherlands. Cordina. Covered again by Spain. Good one on the right. Hernandez somewhat open. Now closed down by Brooks.
Just a series of 1v1s in midfield. The Dutch are just standing on the through center mids of Spain. And you're not seeing much of their influence. What you are seeing is the attacking three being the ones to spring to life. Redondo, one of them, Mr. Gonzalez, of course. I don't see much of Caldente, but it's passive move if you're Spain. The Dutch are just trying to have to track those movements out of midfield. But for the most part, they're just going player to player in midfield defensively.
Watch it from Ferdinand. Spain moving forward at the 44th minute. Caldente in the middle. Hernandez. Another was open. They go into the middle instead. Gonzalez in the turn. That's Gonzalez. Blocked and cleared. Straight up it goes on Paredes as Bierenstein went down. Hernandez. Paredes. Mr. Gonzalez moving it left. Matia. Was making a run, calling for the ball in the box. On that left side, ball launched up and over the bar.
And if the scoreline holds as we go into half, it's going to be just a series of missed chances by Spain. Here's a good look at one of them. Without Redondo at the back post, and she just tries to knock this one across the frame to Esther Gonzalez. Apparently half of her body was offside.
These two teams have combined for 17 first-half goals in this tournament. No goals in this first half of these two so far. And there's stoppage time. Way back to goal. Foy. Go short. Well, apparently he was still in. It's Brooks for Janssen. 4 minutes added on in stoppage time as Ward touches to the right. Paloma leads it. Bierenstein into the box. Looking, blocks from the back. Martins could be a good shot away. Now the flag does go up. On what looked to be the most dangerous opportunity this first half for the Netherlands.
No doubt. And again, that's how quickly the Dutch can spring into the attack. Liga Martins, the orchestrator in this moment. Just simple pass out wide, give it to a player who has more time, and Bierenstein is onside. And that initial movement looks like Paredes keeps her on.
See ball back to Vanderhart. Skies that one. Out of play. Throw in for Spain. This minute gone on stoppage time. Rosa's pass is blocked. Mr. Gonzalez. Wide on that left side. Runners in the box. Rosa's one of them. Not yet. Look through and left her foot.
That is one of the ways that Spain can find a way through, because the man marking in the central areas or player-centric focus, you can get your left back now inverting into that half space, and that creates just one extra player for them to have to deal with. In this case, it's Seguerola. They can't close her down in time because that one rises above. But that's how you can bring further numbers higher up the pitch, more numbers higher up the pitch.
Almost halfway through with stoppage time. Paloma. Down. Throwing for the Netherlands. Scoreless in this quarterfinal, Spain and the Netherlands from Wellington Regional Stadium. The Dutch throw in. Spain will recover it. Monte. Paredes. Take it out quickly. That's Terrific ball movement. Here they come on the break. Closing minutes of the half. Mr. Gonzalez still in the dribble. Gonzalez trying to get free. Right side against Brooks. He's had a very solid first half. Cross is made. Missed one. Batia. Hermoso. Looking to turn. Hermoso. He goes in his tournament and
Batia initially had a couple players on this near side that she could have released in. One of them was Bonmati. So she goes back to Hermoso.
About a half a minute or so left in this opening half from Wellington. Spain is the better side on balance for sure.
But I also think the Netherlands will be happy with this first half.
Not to be down.
Not to be down. They're making it more difficult for their influential players in the center of midfield to dictate proceedings. The chances they've given up. Obviously, haven't been put away, but I think there's been enough pressure to throw those players off.
Out, and that should do it. First half has come to a close here in Wellington. Spain had more of the scoring opportunities, but it's still scoreless between Spain and the Netherlands. And Rob, it's the first time in this tournament where the Dutch haven't led at the half.
This match is sponsored by Coca-Cola. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup halftime show on Fox is presented by Volkswagen. Spain and the Netherlands with a combined 24 goals at this World Cup, but none so far today. Coming up, highlights from the first 45. We'll also get you ready for the Japan-Sweden quarterfinal later today and for tomorrow's two matches, which includes your co-hosts, Australia.
Every day with her. She knows we can't take the balls home, right?
The power to connect is the power to change. Connect two dots and change the whole plot. Connect one day and change a whole week. Connect to one thought, change what you speak. Scared of the storms, change their thought. Don't share the dream, dream another. Connect and change. Things, a place,
I dance.
town, fight the night, the light. Anything you like. Connect, and change. Connecting changes everything. No one connects more than AT&T.
My name is Spencer Russell, and because of TikTok, I'm reaching millions of families who want to teach their toddlers how to read. No one was doing what my son could do. And it's not because he's special, it's because I knew how to teach him. Because of TikTok, I am able to support myself, my family, my team, my business in a way that I just couldn't have done on my own. When a kid learns how to read, doors open, they can access the world around them in a way that only readers can.
Crackerjack has been celebrating sports for over 100 years and knows that any one girl could change the game forever.
I rarely saw women, let alone anyone I could relate to, in combat sports.
I was out selling cookies with the dream to one day become world champion.
I couldn't remember what it felt like to have wind go through my hair, but playing wheelchair basketball, I'm faster than I ever was.
Inspiring the next generation. That's Cracker Jill.
Ever since we started looking for a better cashback credit card.
Options have been coming out of the woodwork.
Exactly.
At NerdWallet, we can help you make the smartest decision by comparing top cards. That way you get cash back on the things you care about most.
Oh, that one has cashback on dining out.
Oh, that's great because our table is... We don't have a table.
Where's our daughter?
Hi, Mom.
NerdWallet.
the smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
That'll take us to the half.
We're up.
The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup on Fox is sponsored by Taco Bell.
Spain dominant for much of this top 10 all-European affair, but they are still scoreless with the Dutch as both teams are in the shed for halftime. We welcome you back inside our Sydney home. Rob Stone, Ari Hinks, U.S. legends Carly Lloyd, and Alexi Lawless with you. The tiki-taka possession-based style of Spain versus that fluid, total football mantra of the Dutch. Advantage, Spain so far.
Van de Donk looking on. Hopefully, that's her team plays. And it was a lot of Spain. Let's be honest here. This one off the post. Van Donk continues to have a wonderful tournament, saving it. And then two off the post. We're going to go back and take a look at this here because there was some question as to whether this was ultimately a handball. Right there, you see it. We'll spotlight it here for you. Dr. Joe says it isn't. He says this was the ball hitting the hand and it was a natural type of position getting up. I don't know. We've seen it called before. I think Spain's got a call there.
And we thought this would be the deadlock, getting that opening goal here. Redondo plays it to Gonzalez. I think she was shooting that one, but didn't think. Didn't think. The Dutch side did a really good job of containing the Spanish side, and we've got VAR. Not getting away with anything in this game today.
11-0 shot advantage for Spain. Passes completed 86 more than the Dutch. You remember when Spain took on Japan? Final game of the group stage, Japan ran all over the Spanish side. Feels like they've been able to sort out that transition game.
Exactly. So the German word would be Restverteidigung. I have no idea what it is. Restverteidigung. Yeah, you're going to repeat later as well. So basically what Spain does really good is with their defenders, they man mark really hard. So they are prepared to intercept any counter-attack that might come to them. So they have a better positioning, and that's why the Netherlands can never really get dangerous. But still, Spain needs to score a goal. Otherwise, they're never going to win the game.
And they're just, the Dutch are just smothering Spain every time Beaumonti gets the ball. You can see they've got pressure. So I still think there's goals left in this game for Spain.
Restverteidigung?
Good one, Alexi, you nailed it. Restverteidigung. They
need something, but this is a patient Spanish team, and they will kill you over the course of a game. So no panic from a Spanish perspective, but the Dutch have to find something in terms of that transition and that counter.
It has been possession with a purpose, just nothing to show for it quite yet. More quarterfinal action tomorrow. The co-hosts, Australia, take on France, then the European champs, England meet Colombia. All the remaining matches here at the FIFA Women's World Cup live on Fox, on Bart Simpson Fox. And that includes the second match later today. Japan, their only past World Cup winner left in the field. They meet Sweden. We'll get you ready for that one next.
The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup halftime show on Fox is presented by Volkswagen.
My middle school didn't have a girls' team. They told me to go play with dolls. I wanted to prove them wrong. I had a flyer, and I asked as many girls to just sign up, and I would take care of the rest. I'd like to thank the guy that told me to go play with dolls. That experience changed who I am as a person. No one can tell you who you can and can't be.
I sing this song for those before me. The world would know about me. Stand up. When you're standing in the presence of a legend.
Get Google Pixel 7 Pro for $10 a month. No trade-in required.
And what if I want to change my plan? State Farm's here to help.
What if I want to change sports?
Newcomer Chris Paul is maintaining a narrow lead in these final meters. Here comes an opponent closing the gap, 1 foot in front of the other. They are battling it out. And Chris Paul edges ahead. Those are the hips of a champion.
At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs. Get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prime Video is entertainment for you. Which you? The you with zero regrets. The you with zero filter. That was funny. Lover you and single you. No, we mean happily single you. World-changing, nap-taking, goal-breaking you. Because at Prime Video, we have entertainment for you. All of you.
When the prize is our future, every day is a match of our lives. I am Tilo Gomez. In all my years of playing around the world, I had never seen a brighter soul than Kiara's. Watching her with such power and grace, we would never know what it took for her to be here. Together with her world-class team, Kiara triumphed over a rare cancer that nearly stole her future as a dancer. She is an inspiration for any challenge we face. When we unite around one purpose, and drive towards one goal, that is what we will.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both available hybrid powertrains designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 best in history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This Saturday, it is baseball night in America on Fox. Ronald Acuna Jr., the NL East leading Braves, take on the Mets, or Shohei Ohtani and the Angels battle division rival Astros, or Brewers White Sox. Saturday, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Fox. Check the game in your area. Japan, the only team with 4 wins out of 4 matches at this Women's World Cup. Later today, they face Sweden, who eliminated the U.S. in the last round. That quarterfinal showdown live right here on Fox. Spain and the Dutch scoreless at the break. La Roja, clearly the more dangerous team, as reflected by all that attacking momentum and bright red going in the right direction. Those numbers calculated by factoring in things like shots, possession, and attacking possession in the final third. Extraordinary moments sponsored by Volkswagen Spain. All the best chances, including not 1 but 2 straight attempts off the post. Second 45 from Wellington on the backside.
Dad?
Where are we?
We're in the middle of a very important time. The competition is better than ever. Chloe Kelly's coming in clutch. Osasat's faster than fast. The being is keeping the beautiful game beautiful. Then there's Ada. If you see her, it's over. Khadijah's changing the tempo. Alex Morgan makes it look effortless. But you can't forget Gross. Her delivery is insane. Megan Rapinoe's an American hero. Sophia Smith is scary good. Juan Schwartz, the heart of Chinese football. And Sam Kerr's flipping the game. Just ask your granddaughter.
What the?
Football!
How was your nap?
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set up. Say goodbye to that. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day. Home internet from T-Mobile, just $50 a month.
Warm up. There you go. It looks good at first. I know, it's bending and bends. I feel like that looks more on target. Okay. That's money. Hey! Did I get it? Yeah. Yay!
There's so few Jedi left. She's coming.
To defeat our enemy. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Get ready. Two-episode premiere streaming soon.
This is the moment. This is the time. Who ready? All right. But give me my dirt.
This match is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Welcome back, everyone, to Wellington. First half stats lopsided in Spain's favor, but if you're Andres Jonker, probably feel pretty good right now.
Yeah, coming out 0-0 at halftime, absolutely. And that's what many teams expect when they face the Spanish side, is not to have a lot of joy in possession and to be defending for majority of it. But Netherlands are dangerous in the counter.
We just saw the first goalless first half for either team in this tournament. Netherlands failed to have a shot on goal in a half for the first time in any World Cup game they've played in. Second half underway. Dutch in blue, Spain in red. It's Gonzalez shooting with the way. Wow, she had, I thought,
And hesitancy in the back line for the Dutch. They let this one bounce. You can see that Spain picks up the first, and then Spitzer just backs away and allows that shot to go, or at least and this one glides right by the outside of the post. No spin on that. She hears it.
What a start that would have been for Spain at the start of this half. That's going forward. They have a player down. Ward with a pickup. Number 6 in blue. Play still going, and finally the whistle blows to stop play. Bierenstein is the player who was fouled. First half showed Spain with 60% of the ball, 11 shots, 3 on target, zeros in terms of the shots on target for the Dutch. Surprising.
My guess is that is the lowest percentage possession they've had all tournament long. Shove in the back by Coutinho on Bierenstein. She had missed a few games with an ankle injury, and looks like she does have her hand grabbing at Rabbi's head.
You're right about the possession, though. Spain has been number 1 in terms of possession throughout this tournament. The Dutch have had good possession as well among the leaders. Point. Netherlands getting it back. Spitzer fighting for it. Headed toward Bierenstein, but it's going to go out of play. Throw in for Spain. They already scored once in this game, but had it turned over because of VAR. From the goal by Gonzalez, who almost scored at the start of this half. Batia try to move it forward. Spitzer and over. Turned over. Spain back in the ball. Batia's pass. Gonzalez. Off the end. Dutch recovered in the middle. Spitzer almost lost it there. And over. Caldente going inside. Caldente still on the dribble. Got it in front. Gonzalez left it off. Maybe one pass too many, and then it was lost, and then finally cleared out. But first to the ball is Hernandez. Shaky moments continuing for the Dutch. That back line. Right side cross is coming. Left it out. Corner for Spain.
I thought in that initial attack there was a handball by Spain that kept them moving forward. A lot of defensive work today by number 22 in blue. And you just wonder if the fatigue is going to start to set in on these legs.
Corner from Avellana. Plays for Real Madrid. Puts one up into the middle. Cleared out. Flip back into the box. Now outside, that was up Juanita. Hermoso. And Hermoso holds. Pushes it all the way back. Juanita into the box. And away. Dutch are under attack here. Finally, they win this ball. And then there's the pressure, and Spain turns it over again. Turns them over. Gonzalez. It's left there on the outside. Shot right at goal. Impressive for Spain. That's Caldente.
Counter press again, just providing this opportunity for Spain. Caldente gets it out of her feet pretty quickly, but right at Nofilter Solar.
To 1. Attempts and goal. Spain's favorite.
But zeros.
Yeah. Big numbers. Boys pass left side. Now the high press from the Netherlands. Block. Belongs to Spain. Goal kick from Coin. 51st minute, zeros on the board. And Domsolo's been very busy in goal at one end, Coy not so busy at the other. That could all change. Ball that comes back towards Coy. Coy was actually the number 4 goalkeeper on this team. The two numbers 1 and 2 were part of a team that protested before, so they're not even here. So the longer that Spain goes with this goalkeeper, the more fascinating that story becomes. And this is back. Cleared just out. Going for the Netherlands. 52nd minute. Scoreless here in this quarterfinal matchup. It takes on Japan and Sweden today. Coming up in the Netherlands. How can they get Ward and Martins more involved in this game?
I don't know that they need to, quite honestly. The defensive work, the defensive shift that they're asking of them is perhaps more important than the offensive improvement that they can do. I think they've got to continue to rely on just Martins releasing clearance time in transition. Earn a set piece. That can be the difference for them.
So 2 very good offensive-minded teams. Maybe 1 goal wins this game. That's it. On that far side, 10 for Martins too far. Goal kick for Coy. Coy puts it up. That left sideline. Caldente. That was Bache who went down. Spain advances the ball though. They've got numbers. Gonzalez. Good of the dribble. Keeping it against Janssen. so good in the ball.
Yeah, and just doing it all over Lombardi.
Aviena still going into the box. Getting it across a bouncing ball outside of the box. And Spain is able to recover. Hermoso. Nice. In the middle area. Knocked out finally. How did the ball get through them?
And Huden's frustrated because no one trapped Avieta out of midfield. She's having to do double duty, close her down inside the 18, not commit a foul, give away a penalty. I think if Avieta goes to ground there, the ref gives that one.
Spain corner coming up. Avieta. Drives it. And once, second ball was cleared by Van Hart. And the third try, that's cleared out. Stands pass into the middle. Taken away. Spain will push it wide. Left sideline. Caldente. Getting closer. The foot there. Gonzalez. Lost it just at the very end. Let's go long for Ehrenstein, but Coy well out of goal. Without it's coming. Hernandez in the middle. Hernandez. Hermoso on the turn. And Hermoso kept it on the attack. Well done. Gonzalez getting it through. That Knopfsbar bounces on it.
And that's one of the first times we've seen this Dutch team stretched. Megarola was late stepping into Hermosa. She rolls her quickly, and then you get one pass to find Esther Gonzalez sitting between both center backs.
56th minute. Druids by Van Knopfselen. Towards Ehrenstein. Like back to goal. Coy pushes it right. Spain advancing. Last touched by Brooks.
And JP, just thinking back to that U.S.-Netherlands match and how the U.S. grew into that game around the 60th minute or so. Of course, Lindsay Moran's goal initiated a lot of that, but I think this Dutch side, very limited rotation as opposed to Jorge Vilda and the Spanish side. Very little rotation for the Dutch, and fatigue may start to wear and present itself about that 60-minute mark.
It's played that long, but no one was near it in blue. Medina, the breakout pass to the right. Press now for the Netherlands. Now play back. Spitzer. Long driven ball intended for Ehrenstein. Control for Spain. Netherlands have some subs warming up. Comes back in the middle. Watson. Underhart. Right up the middle. No one close. Dillons appears to be the first sub of the game. Getting up here with fourth official. Player down for the Netherlands. The play is continuing. Spitzer will just knock it out. Gurula was the player down.
And she won the first ball. just leads Esther Gonzalez to it, and then I think it's as Esther goes to ground, perhaps that knee to the face of Figueroa. Some contact for sure.
How was she done in place of Benvedon?
A very different role that they're asking of her. I think, her ability going side to side is not ideal, but the marking that both her Unan and Lord have had the responsibility or been tasked with by that man right there on this rocker, I think that has been good. But not talking about a Dutch side that is really putting together, stringing together possession, and that's part of the challenge for them. Keep Spain out of that attacking third. If they can just take some relief and hold on to the ball a bit longer, Figueroa is one of those key players to make that happen. He hasn't been able to open up the field. But so many times when you're so focused on the defensive side of things, just transition your mindset then to the offense and the attacking side of the game. It's more challenging.
Figueroa up under her own power on the side. Let's see the Dutch make a change. And coming up later on Fox, a quarterfinal matchup between Japan and Sweden from Auckland, New Zealand. Winner of that one will face the winner of this one for a chance to reach the World Cup final, get one step closer at least. Coverage starts 2:30 a.m. Eastern, 11:30 p.m. Pacific on Fox. All the games the rest of the way on Fox. So down to the final 8 of this tournament. So big names have gone home. USA, Brazil, Germany, Canada. All the big ones.
You threw Canada in there, huh?
I did.
That was nice.
I did that for Karino Lamar. A lot of Canadian friends. Canada was in the group with Australia, losing that game. It's very costly, obviously. That helped Australia to win their group. See the Aussies tomorrow file this call there. And now a yellow card. Second booking as Wilms is getting ready to come in. I saw like number 6 was up on the board.
It certainly looks like Word is making way. There's a challenge that are Figueroa, the yellow. And it looks like that's what I was curious about. With Wilms coming in, she's typically a wing back. That's actually going to slide Palova into a central role. Really good engine.
Played into space. Bierenstein! Oh! No signal. And now she points. That's a late signal from Stephanie from Par. And a yellow card, too. Bierenstein down. Yeah.
It had to be.
We were watching her. I didn't see a signal.
And a really unnecessary shove in the back by Paredes. Here's a lovely ball feathered in behind the back line. Bierenstein has a step, and then just the shove to run Bierenstein off of it and allow her goalkeeper Coy to come out and claim it. But I think Coy is going to get here regardless if Paredes does not make that shove.
See the referee there? She's not called it. Called it late. Proper call, but late.
Absolutely.
Subject, of course, to review.
I cannot imagine that getting overturned.
Me neither. Well, she is going to look at it, so we'll bring in our rules analyst, Dr. Joe Bachnick. Dr. Joe, your takeaway.
Well, we can assume that the call was late because she got advice from the assistant referee to give the penalty kick. But now VAR is saying, take a look at this because you didn't want to give the penalty kick in the beginning. And it may be a clear and obvious error. It's the slightest of bumps. And the fact that the ball is going to the goalkeeper really shouldn't come into play. It's not part of the law, but it is part of the understanding of how penalty kicks are interpreted. Looks like this might be reversed.
We'll know in a second or two.
After the view, I can say the yellow card, no ball contact. So we start with throw ball, no penalty.
No penalty. She said we'll struggle to throw the ball.
I gotta tell you,
That's shocking.
that is absolutely shocking and the wrong call. She goes and looks at this. It's a clear shove in the back.
Well, we've had a couple of interesting calls in this one so far. It remains scoreless. Set long. And they also said the yellow card was rescinded. We'll have to double check that. On Mati. Just looked at the monitor here and it still showed the yellow card, but she did say rescinded. On Paredes, it's a throw-in for Vilms.
And so many times when you go back and watch something in replay, it can change the way you view a moment. But I gasped in real time when I saw that shove in the back of Bierenstein. And I don't know if she was shielded from it initially and then gets the assistant to weigh in. But I still think that was a harsh no call in the end.
Ball played long by Spitzer. Flipped away. Janssen will get to it. Controversy in this one. My confusion, in a sense, is that she didn't call it. It appeared that VAR in her ear said it's a checker for a penalty. You know, she does call it late. Then she checks it herself and says, nope, no penalty.
Just wanted to validate her own assumption, I guess.
Yeah. Spain back in the ball. So we've had some dramatic moments here. Spain thought that they had the lead. First time to go by Esther Gonzalez, properly ruled offside with our semi-automated technology. And then this one, turn. Bierenstein again was trying to get free. Vilms will hold. Going out to Vanderhart.
Smart positioning by Vanderhart. One in front of Esther Gonzalez, one in behind with Janssen.
Spins out. Vilms is calling for it. Vilms has only played 1 minute in this tournament, so a bit of a surprise. She's the first one, and also Ward never got into this game.
And Pulova already. Not a good moment there, but
she's saying Spain able to still hold on the ball, and then they finally dispossess the puck. That was a foul.
So Pulova, essentially, I think you're starting to see Netherlands have a bit more of the ball in possession. Vilms making smart decisions. Not here, though. Gets rolled ultimately, ball caldente, and then you get Spitzer coming over to provide that second defender look.
Free kick, Abelieta. Number 3 for Spain, putting one up for grabs. And once away, should be a corner, and it is for Spain. Spain's getting ready to make the substitution. And it will be Aurel. Getting the last minute instruction first this corner.
Just looked like Builder was in there to think about the counter movement, not go around the outside.
Played in the middle. Another corner for Spain.
Hermosa now is sitting on Dom Solar.
Ball driven to the middle. Clear it out. Mati traps it. Hermosa goes in. Race for the ball.
Again, Spain on the recovery. We push back towards Coy. Not much pace on it. Another way from goal. That was risky. Spain possession. Paredes. Spits up. Brings it down for the Dutch. Doxala. Spits up. Spain getting closer to making that first substitution. Inside leaves it. Paloma with a top for Martins. Keeper was out. And look at there it does.
That was cool.
Jansen. It's back to goal. Press here from Gonzalez leading it. Backwards. Paredes will get to it. Corina. Batia. Chased by Wilms. It's back towards Paredes. Mika Martins is on the chase. Hernandez goes out of play. Sits up there. There's the Dutch playing it across. That's blocked. Set right back in. Inside in an offside position. So now, Redondo had a very good first half, but we haven't really seen him much in the second.
No, he didn't convert in that first half. But I'm actually surprised at this. I would have thought Caldente would have been the one to make way. Someone probably can play on either side of that front line.
As a starter, every game 10 shots, 4 of them on target, so quite a player to have coming off the bench. He's only 19, plays for Barcelona. Troy goes long. So each team with one change. Under Hart. Spits up. Sven Upsalar was tested in that first half. Ready to start the second. Towards Bierenstein. Couldn't get around Codiga. Now maybe. Clear. Hernandez. Heading for Paraguay.
Another good pressing moment, though, from Netherlands. As soon as they play that ball out wide, you get those wingbacks stepping up and pressuring their outlet pass. And Spain has actually been stuck in their defensive third.
Films. Give it away. Covered by Spitza. Also, collision there. They bounce off. And Mosso, great skill. Colina slows it down. Dutch can't win it. Caldente switches right side. Hernandez. Ariuelo. Her first touches. Couple more. I'll take Spain is uncomfortable on the ball since the game started. Ariuelo. Nice. Right side, runners in the box. Play it across. That's why. Need a better service there. They still get the recovery. Just pass it in the middle. Caldente. Shot taken. No rebound.
Again, just the structure underneath the ball regains possession for Spain, and this ball slipped right across the 18. Avallada keeps that on the carpet, but easy cover up for Van Gomselaar.
Some field. Here it's time. He can't break free. Coy pushes it.
It's just so far for Brooks to have to travel.
And their heart was going back to goal. Just got it back there. So that clears. Halfway line. Spain wins that. Also another. Back over. Batia. Hermoso. Caldente. Caldente on the move. Just outside the circle. Rodriguez. Middle, turned over. Eloma. Beatles for the Netherlands. Tries to get out of trouble. Martins. Eloma. Mika Martins on the chase. That's Monte doing it on both sides. Boy clears. Corona's pass. Eloma. Lost it there. Hermoso. Caldente. Slow it down. Also seen much more of the ball here in the second half. Spain attacking. Arguello cutting. Did not throw the foul. Long clearance. Find Bierenstein. Batia. The play is going to be stopped.
Tecladino went right to ground. Where she was involved in that collision earlier with Bierenstein.
2,000 here. Wellington. Braving the elements. A lot of orange. Close at the Dutch square normally. Today we are in blue. President of FIFA, Johnny Infantino, just looking on among those in attendance. Each team has made just the one change. We'll see if Codina is able to continue. 76 minutes, we're still without a goal between these two teams that have been very entertaining in this World Cup in terms of scoring goals. Other than the U.S. game where they only had the one. I mean, they had 7 in their last game against Vietnam in the group stage.
Well, here's what happened to Codina. Netherlands is trying to find that outlet ball over the back line and doesn't get the connection she wants.
So we are going to see Sopler, Ivana, Andres. What's up? Andres started a couple of games earlier in this tournament. Haven't posted anything yet. Waiting for head coach. They needed them. And now she is going to be coming in.
And you really want to make changes on your back line, especially that center back position, but fortunate for Jorge Vilda, he's utilized 3 different players there. As you said, JP, Ivana Andres was used in the first 2 matches.
50th international appearance. So Spain have made 2 changes. The Dutch have made 1 thus far. Andres. Paredes. Arguello with those fresh legs, right side, drawing 2. Down. Corner for Spain.
And Spain is going to like this opportunity if they can continue to get someone going 1v1 at Janssen. calls for handball there, right at the edge of the 18 by Vanderhart. That arm is extended outside the frame of her body, but I don't know if that is inside the 18 or not.
She's holding a play. Undoubtedly, to get word. In the 79th minute, will be the sixth corner. They are checking for possible penalty. Dr. Joe, what did you say?
Well, it's clearly a handling violation. The player's arm is extended. She makes herself bigger. The question, like you said, is whether it's inside the outside the penalty area. They have camera angles. Here we go. Ooh, it's so close. Don't forget the line is part of the area. I think we got a penalty.
Big call coming up here. Stephanie Farrar is ready to let us know the verdict.
After the review, there is a punishable by number 3, Sophie Nancy.
It just seemed like a rather innocuous situation on the attack for Spain.
They will have a chance, though, to take the lead. In the 80th minute, video review ruled out a handball.
And some head games going on right now between Netherlands and Spain as Bjornstein did not want to get out of the way. I'm sure chirping.
Caldente puts the ball down. A chance for Spain to take the lead in a game where one goal may decide it all. 12 yards away from the Domsalar goal. Mariona Caldente walks up. Go! Spain goals!
And just like that, you've got moments of beauty from this Spanish attack, and it's a simple penalty that is the difference right now. Again, innocuous situation.
Well, Visit ViralRabbi.com. That's ViralRabbi.com. Ocean views, magical sunsets, a luxury resort like no other. Discover TRILLIONAIRE, located along the coast of the Palos Verdes Peninsula in Southern California. Book your getaway to TRILLIONAIRE now at TRILLIONAIRE.com or call 310-265-2800. That's 310-265-2800. TRILLIONAIRE.com. Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated? No, it's not. It obviously has a price. You've got a nice aroma. We're here. Mike Diamond, the smoker plumber. Will you tell me how much to unclog my drain? $99. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a mainline sewer stoppage. The Smelted Plumbers at Mike Diamond provide clog almost any drain for $99. There are a few exceptions, but you can read all about them on our website, thesmeltedplumber.com. Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple of years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, neti pot. Hello, Navage. End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life. Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for exclusive live coverage of breaking news from what's happening where you live to what's happening across the country. Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. A judge threw out a law that makes it illegal to remove the serial numbers of a gun in violation of Second Amendment because it involves somehow restricting your ability to have a weapon. Wait a minute, how does it do that? It just says you can't file the serial number away. Nope, they'll handle. The Constitution does not talk about serial numbers. Live 6 to 9 a.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. You can always find out more about the show and also me, maybe something that I'm up to outside of here. You can go to my website at MrMarkKelly.com. That's MarkKelly.com. You can find me on social media at Mr. McKelly, MarkKelly, on X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Truth Social, where else? Threads, just about everywhere. Clubhouse, if it's available, my name, you can find me there. Send me a message. Hopefully you won't get blocked. But if anything, I give out all my socials. It speaks to the power and importance of social media, just about everything that we do today. Now, you may not be on social media a lot, and I commend you to stay off social media because a lot of it is a cesspool. But it's still integral to much which we do in entertainment, media, news. It has all sorts of importance, and it also has an outsized level of influence over young people. I think it's fair to say that. California lawmakers are trying to make social media, quote unquote, safer for young people. I don't know if that's possible, but there is legislation afoot which is attempting to do that, or allegedly attempting to do that. There are efforts by California lawmakers to crack down more specifically on social media's potential harms, and it's starting So, there's a lot of money in this to kill a lot of these bills. But there is a new bill, Senate Bill 680, which would allow the government, and I guess they mean state government, to prosecute platforms for promoting harmful content about eating disorders, self-harm, illegal firearms, and drugs like fentanyl. At first glance, this seems virtually impossible. Here's why. I see how you can stop social media from quote-unquote promoting illegal behavior, like drugs. That's the easy stuff. But when you're trying to say you want to legislate and moderate content which is not illegal in nature, and I don't think anyone thinks that an eating disorder is a good thing or self-harm is a good thing, but the mere mention of it, the mere discussion of it, where is that line? How do you identify it? How do you then sanction it? How do you then stop it? How do you then penalize a social media platform if it should appear somewhere? And also, does that mean that you're penalizing only when it shows up in California? Because obviously the California legislature has no jurisdiction beyond that. And social media obviously is worldwide. We talk about the different bills which have turned into laws in various states where they ban TikTok. And last I checked, Mark, tell me if I'm wrong, TikTok is doing pretty well, right? Well, in my household, it sure is. Well, I still think it's the most visited social media platform in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have that information. What I know is the woman I live with is on it constantly. The woman I live with is on it constantly as well. Same here. And I don't get it. I come home from work and if she's still up, you can tell when someone's on TikTok. You can hear the audio. Right. She's going from video to video to video. I don't get the appeal, but it has a tremendous appeal, a wide array of users, regardless of age or demographic or location. And but going back to the story, I don't know if you can legislate against that. You can try to ban TikTok. It has to slow down TikTok. You can say there needs to be some sort of age requirement for social media, and they have that in states like Montana, I believe, in Utah. But that hasn't stopped the influence of social media. I don't know if you can legislate against something. Now, I'm not going to be hypocritical. I do understand the need and purpose of laws to mitigate certain behavior. You want to minimize certain things. If you can lessen the exposure of certain harmful imagery, then I get that. I just don't know if this is the tool for that. And I don't know if you can legislate against media in such a non-specific way that's going to get capitalistic companies who are in it for profit to actually change their behavior. I think this genie's out of the bottle at this point, and there's really no going back. It may be, but we must do something about the dangerous disinformation that's been spread on social media. I mean, it's gone from nearly tearing our country to that's completely different though. Well, this is not about disinformation. This is specifically about I would say imagery which could be harmful to kids. Look, there are a lot of issues with social media. Yes, disinformation is part of it. Same continuum. I don't think so. Because when you're talking about kids, you're talking about a vulnerable portion of society who may not be of mature enough age to process certain things. I'm actually more supportive of something which is going to protect kids as opposed to protecting, air quotes, the general public. I don't expect or need social media to be a bastion of information accuracy. It's almost like trying to say, you have to do something about disinformation on the internet. Well, yes, I used to be a CPS worker, Child Protective Services worker. Of course, we protect children, but we found out the last several years we're all vulnerable, especially look at all the disinformation about vaccines and things like that. I think it's all connected. I mean, you want to narrow it down. That's your option. never give the police these companies out which is going to be effective. I don't think there's any interest, not from legislators, not from actual companies, and I don't think from users of social media. Look, there's certain things I don't think should be policed. I think you should police in a literal sense the internet as far as illegal behavior, not distasteful ideas. As much as I detest disinformation and misinformation, it's almost like we need to outlaw lying. Sorry, not going to happen, and I don't think we should. Well, we have all sorts of restrictions on free speech in the United States when it comes to things that hurt other people, starting with fire in a crowded theater. Right. But lying in and of itself, which is a form of disinformation, is not one of them. No, you can lie your ass off. That's not the problem. But when your lies get other people hurt and killed, that's when you need regulation. We disagree on this episode. This later with Motel, we're going to check in with Marshall Collier and talk about technology when we come back. KFI 640 Live everywhere. The iHeartRadio app. Holiday Royalty, Pharmacy Greens, Stimulating Drama. And the KOST HD2. Los Angeles, Orange County. Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We won't have to start calling it football. Let's not confuse anyone here. Mark Bonner live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Orange County's offering 3 of its best fields to host the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
On the list are the Jack Pocket Sports Complex in Costa Mesa, the Great Park in Irvine, and the World Cup Soccer in Viejo. DOT Sports Commission says those are the only 3 that have the infrastructure to meet expectations. The world's largest soccer competition will be held for the first time in 3 countries, the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. The Irvine City Council approved an agreement last spring that would give FIFA the use of the Great Park for teams to train before games. The Sackler, KFI News.
This is brought to you by System Pay. Regulators in California have approved an expansion of citywide robo-taxis in San Francisco, despite concerns from city officials and residents after the vehicles blocked traffic. The Public Utilities Commission voted to double the fleets of driverless vehicles and approved a round-the-clock service. Some people say the taxis are dangerous and have blocked the path for emergency vehicles by stopping unexpectedly. Others say they'll help more disabled people get around town and reduce drunk driving. The Orange County DA has dropped charges in a drug case tied to a wide-ranging evidence booking. A 2019 OT Sheriff Internal Investigation named Sergeant Matthew LaFleur as one of the group of deputies who routinely booked evidence late or sometimes not at all. OT Assistant Public Defender Tammy Nguyen said LaFleur planted 18 grams of meth from another case to a case he was handling.
It's disturbing that officers can still remain on active duty even after they've proven that they are willing and able to manipulate evidence.
The OTDA declined to comment. The OT Sheriff says employee privacy laws prevent the department from confirming or denying if LaFleur is under a personnel investigation. In Orange County, 4 Green Car City, KFI News. CLAPD has arrested a woman and says assaulted a taco vendor in South LA. Police said yesterday the woman went on a rampage against the worker on Brandy Avenue and 103rd Street after refusing to pay for her food Sunday. They say she punched and pepper sprayed the worker when she was asked to pay for the tacos she ate. The vendor says the woman pulled her hair, hit her in the face. Police say the woman also threw a sign at a bystander. They say the woman drove away in a pink 2007 Lexus. At least 53 people have been killed and more than 1,000 buildings have been destroyed by wildfires in Maui. Governor Josh Green says it's likely the largest natural disaster Hawaii has ever seen. What we see today has been catastrophic. But we tell you there is going to be a team effort to bring the state back. Green says it's going to take a lot of time to recover, but that's why coming together is so important. He says thousands of people will need housing, and the state's working to get 2,000 rooms to assist those in need. President Biden has ordered all available federal assets in Hawaii to help fight the wildfires. The Coast Guard and the Navy have been supporting evacuation and rescue efforts. Former President Trump has entered a not-guilty plea to additional charges brought in Florida by Special Counsel Jack Smith. Aaron Gutierrez says the charges allege Trump and employees Juan Nauta and Carlos de Oliveira conspired to delete security video of Mar-a-Lago despite warning the FBI wanted the videos. Trump's valet, while Nauta also pleaded not guilty, but his Mar-a-Lago property manager, Carlos de Oliveira, could not be arraigned because he still lacks a local attorney. Gutierrez says de Oliveira will be back in federal court Tuesday. All 3 face charges, including conspiracy to obstruct justice. Trump's aide has also pleaded not guilty in Florida. Southland weather for KFI and Warren from clouds today with lows in the mid-60s. Cloudy in the morning, then sun and highs in the mid-70s at the beaches, mid-80s in Metro LA and OC, 90 in the valleys, 80 and 90. It's going to be about like that through the weekend, and then heat up, maybe 10 degrees by next week. Right now it's 73 in Stanton, 73 in Orange, 72 in Sherman Oaks, 74 in Burbank. And we've got a stall on the 710 in Vernon. On the northbound side, the Southern Jan Atlantic Bank leading at efficient 2-bay 13 and broken down vehicle in the right lane and back up from Roxford Street. Allegiant Park at 5 northbound before Stadium Way. Car broke down the middle lane there, and that's backing things up back to 4 at the 10. Very heavy traffic eastbound 10 from the 405 into downtown Los Angeles. Stop and go on the eastbound 101 from 405 to the 170. Southbound 101 freeway pretty heavy from Santa Monica Boulevard to Glendale Boulevard. Heading Riverside, yes, we're working with that problem. 250 northbound before Columbia Avenue. Bulldozers that fell off the trailers, got the 2 right lanes blocked. Things are backed up complaining. Now it's not a delay. Stay abide the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Randy Fuller. I remember when I was young, my brother and I would say, man, our dad works hard. We used to help him change the oil in his 18-wheeler on Sunday. Every Sunday. That was really the only time we'd get to share with our dad before he had to hit the road again. He was our hero, and we learned hard work from him. When I grew up, I started Lunar Hero Plumbing and Air to help you on your hero's journey. One of the things we do is save you money by heroizing your air conditioner so it performs like new. That restored efficiency saves you money on your energy bills and will keep your family cool all summer long. That's what a hero does. Let us work hard to make sure your air conditioner is ready to withstand the heat and save you money and time by helping you avoid a breakdown.
Call Lunar Hero Plumbing and Air today to schedule your AC Hero edition or go online at lunarhero.com.
See you on 996
Imagine it's the last ride, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome and constipation, or IBS-C, are taking you for a ride. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation and belly pain the same old way, or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about treating it with linaclotide. Linaclotide, prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you with more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms. Belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to if they harm you. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. If it helps you develop acute or severe stomach pain, especially bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what can relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to IBS. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINE-CBS.
More stimulating talk. AM 640, it's later with Mel Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app and Power 2. I'm joined in studio with our regular set. Marcia Collier. It is always great to see you. How are you this evening?
So you're looking at special dazzling.
Wow. I've never gotten dazzled before.
Dazzling.
I'm appreciative of that.
Well, people should know what you look like. This is great.
I know. We'll do some more Instagram live. Now,
No step on.
all right. Let's talk about HIPAA. And you reminded me what HIPAA is. I can't remember what the acronym stood for.
You know, the funny thing is, we all hear the acronym HIPAA. And you know, it's some big government thing that's there to protect us. It's going to do everything for us. But here is where I looked it up and found it was the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Health insurance? Yes, that's what the government means. Are they insuring our privacy, or are they dealing with insurance companies?
Well, invariably, we were worried about our health information getting out there. A good way that it could get out there is through our health insurance.
Yeah, and they're tied up in this whole thing that we feel so secure with. The federal government does not regulate health data itself at all. It's a medical facility, doctor's office, a lab you go to for your test. This is why they all should have portals where you go to get the information. Because if you say, email the results of my blood test, once they do that, it's open into the world, and they have been violated.
I make it very clear that I love Kaiser only because I love their app. I love how I can go to Kaiser, get my lab work done, or any test done, and it's immediately sent to my app, and I'll get those. I'll get a notification, and then I check out information. But more importantly, wherever I go, I have my medical records.
Exactly. And as long as it stays on there, there is a questionable zone as to whether if you take readings at home and you input them into the app, when it transfers, when you email it or put it into the app, it can, you know that things can be taken off the Wi-Fi. That is not covered by HIPAA. Any information that you give anybody, not covered by HIPAA. So when you are asked for a social security number at a doctor's office, never give it to them. Because the whole thing is about being impersonated and having your identity stolen. People can take one bit of data from one person, another piece of data from another person, put them together and make a long chain right to grandma.
Okay, I know someone who's listening to my mother, and I know somebody feels this way. What is it I should do? What I mean by that is, it seems like it's so overwhelming. It seems like no matter what I do, my data's going to get out there. Someone's going to get my credit card info. Someone's going to scan my debit card. Someone's going to get my social security number. Having nothing to do with me. It seems just so overwhelming. What am I supposed to do?
Okay, you've crossed into another area, so let me jump for a second.
Okay.
Google has a new service where they will send you a push notification. That's one of those little notifications that light up on your phone when your private contact information appears on the web, which means your address, phone number, or email address. You see, any, and I can tell you how to set it up real easy, but when I say any portion of, when people have big computers and they have managed to capture your actual date of birth. For instance, Facebook has me born in 1901 because I put it in before they had regulations and rules. So yes, you can get my birthday in 1901, and that's not going to tie that to anything else. That would be tied to a medical record if they brought you to a hospital, which they've done. So it's each and every little snippet of information. It's not so much your medical, except when you go to one of those websites, you know, you don't have to go to your doctor. You're having problems with sexual health. Go to our website, and we'll be able to help you. We have doctors online that can prescribe medication for you.
And you would, in those instances, give just enough personal information.
And medical information that will be sold, I guarantee you. Yeah. Think about it. They're not medical professionals. They're giving it to a website. They're giving it to a phone number.
And let's go back to HIPAA. Essentially gave it away.
Right.
Not a HIPAA violation.
Right. Right. They can do whatever they want with it. So, you know, there's ads on TikTok and Instagram, all that. Anything you tell those people about you, any direct-to-consumer health website, even online supplement shops. You know, when you say, well, I have this wrong with me, I have this interstate information. If you give them your email address too, those are two bits of information that can be parsed into a salad bowl and look for matching. What else do we have with motel and this and that? We have this. We have food banks here. Oh, no. See what I mean? The information can be put together. So to go back, usually a birth date and address are enough for these people to find you. So now Google has this great service that just came out. You have everybody who uses Gmail for most Google products has a Google account, right? And you have your little picture up in the right-hand corner. You click on that, and you go to results about you. And that's a dashboard on mobile and the web. And it rolled out almost a year ago. They just updated it. And they're going to ask you for some information, which frankly Google already has. Since Google has your, you know, on Google Maps, home. This is your home. They know that's your home. But anyway, then you instead of push notifications so that you know about any websites that contain any matches. And then they'll notify you when you review each web page and then submit a request to remove it. And they will do the legwork for you. In the past, what you've had to do is just look up your name on the internet and see if one of those websites went through where you don't even want to give the name because you don't want to promote them. But there are websites that we know such and such. We know where to all in. Just click here and we'll give you all the information.
Thank goodness, because he's always giving out my information on the show. Finally, someone's giving out his information for a change. We have a stop list we have to go to a quick break. But on the other side, I want to talk about tracking in another form, physical tracking, and what we can do to alert ourselves when someone is tracking us. Because we have to. It's a brand new world out there. It's not a brave new world, but it's a brand new world. It's great with Motel in Monte Carlo, Johnson, Studio, KFI 8640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Over the month on KFI 24 hour news. California's given out $95 million of storm relief money to undocumented immigrants, those who qualify and live in major disaster areas, and applied for up to $4,500 in relief money if they were affected by winter storms. The Justice Department's proposing a January 2nd start date for the trial in former President Trump's election interference case. Prosecutors estimate the trial will take 4 to 6 weeks. The Defense will also propose a start date with the judge determining the calendar for the trial. And the Emmy Awards have been pushed from September to the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday on January 15th. The delay is because of the actors and writers' strikes. Let's take a stall on the 101 in Encino. So westbound 101, the Esco off-ramp is where you find that broken down vehicle waiting for the tow truck. Got Kathy Jill from the 405, and on the northbound 405, really hard to do from Bell's home. In Vernon, the 710 northbound Atlantic Gambini, got a broken down vehicle carried out of the way, but it did leave things stacked up by itself. Newhall, the 5 northbound, transition to the 14, has a stall in the right lane as you headed from Roxford. Collision Park, broken down car also in the 5 northbound before Stadium Way, which is the middle lane. And back things up and takes up Chavez Avenue. Very heavy on the eastbound 101 from the 405 to the 170, the southbound 101. Jammed up from San Marcos Boulevard to Glendale Boulevard. And Riverside to 215 northbound before Columbia and Philbrook's a problem. The roadway still there. Still backed up from Wayne. About a 15-minute delay there. KFI this time helps get you there faster. I'm Randy Fuller. This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Drought, war, and rising food prices have doubled the number of families facing malnutrition. You can help. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646. Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. So, we got a number one for lunch meal, friendly up in 10 years. Yeah, and also like good night's sleep. Maybe something like I didn't struggle all night with my uncomfortable CPAP mask. Never limited for fire. It's the impact that works inside your body to treat sleep apnea without a CPAP. He sounds angry. Inspire sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com. I don't know exactly what are the top reasons for choosing advanced care. Well, Longest Care, flawless of details on get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, advanced care stands by the results, and I'm living proof that these results are second to none. With advanced care, your own natural hair is guaranteed to grow. Secondly, advanced care combines operating prevention with modern technology, creating a quality experience that blew away my expectations. Advanced Care's FUE treatment begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. If you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the special savings opportunity, it's here. Advanced Care's summer savings event will get you the most care for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, 844-33 full saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Lavage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Lavage user, who writes, I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple of years. I bought Lavage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Lavage. End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Lavage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Lavage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Lavage.com. Lavage. Clean nose, healthy life. The podcast journalist to help you a probable life story of corporate cookiehood. Follow Cookie's adventures from working for CBS News in Managua during the Nicaraguan Civil War, to blowing the lid off the Iran-Contra scandal, and almost taking down the Reagan presidency.
They're assuming that I know what I'm doing, that I'm a journalist. I wasn't. I was being thrown into the Coliseum to the lions. I had not a clue.
Listen to Journalista on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. You'll learn more before breakfast than most people learn all day. Wake up call live 5 to 6 a.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640, winner is Mo Kelly and Marcia's Culinary. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app as we continue our conversation about all things technology within living. And Marcia, before the break, we're teasing how we can figure out, at least from a Google standpoint, how we can find out if someone is tracking us in a physical sense, in a geolocation sense. And we know about AirTags, how they've been misused to track other people. I'm quite sure people have done it to spy on spouses and things of that nature.
Oh, come on, Mo. I mean, we've lived long enough on this planet. And when you're young, that's the most important thing going forward. If you've got some brilliant ideas, you should have followed the book. We're all a little crazy when we're younger, but sometimes that carries on to people as they get the adult.
Absolutely. And it's made it more difficult for relationships, but simpler to do because of the technology. And we've heard in recent months how AirTags have been misused on a criminal level, but we haven't heard as much about how people can defend against that. And now there is some way that you can defend it.
Well, of course, if you're an iPhone person, everything is just fine. Nothing to worry about. But, if you're an Android user, unfortunately, there are people who drop AirTags into women's purses in bars. And this is very easy at airports. Put down something, they can attach it, you'll never know. AirTags, they're about the size of a quarter, a little bit bigger. They're not real. It could look like a button on the windshield.
Be it with the tone or anything.
Well, nothing is to reactivate this. So let me tell you what you can do. If you're an Android user and you want to know if you have an AirTag, Android just rolled out unknown tracker alert. So, Mo, if you take a look at your phone, go to settings.
I am looking at my phone. I'm in settings.
Now go to safety and emergency.
I'm scrolling down to safety and emergency.
And by the way, if you have Android 11 or older, you go to, well, if you're out there, you have Android 11 or older, go to personal safety. I'm always going to safety and emergency. Now you scroll down, you'll see something new that says unknown tracker alert.
It just says wireless emergency alerts, earthquake alerts, and so forth.
You need to
No, I updated 2 days ago. I got the latest security update today. I always get the first Monday of the month.
That's weird. Because, wait a minute, because I did this last night. And
let me open personal safety Rabbi one further menu.
Emergency.
Is this it?
Here, look at this. This is like library, right?
All right. I'm looking at yours, and I'm in safety emergency. You hit mine, just looks different. That's all.
This is just rolled out yesterday.
All right, go ahead.
And it's not rolled out for all the phones. So if you look at it on my phone, feel free, Miles, tap it.
I see unknown tracker alerts.
Right. Now, a new menu will come out when you tap that. And you should see allow alert.
Yes.
That should be on by default. If it's not, turn it on. If you turn it off, your phone will no longer automatically scan for trackers that are traveling with you.
So the manual scan.
Yeah. So if you suspect something is suspicious, if you suspect there's somebody that is tracking you, you can press that and you get a short 10-second manual scan. You can do it at any time. Those results, those manual scans, are not saved to your phone.
Gotcha.
But if you do that, you'll know if there's an AirTag near you. And on the normal, when you get the alert from the phone, push notifications depending on whatever your setting is.
We need to get find someone with an AirTag next time.
Okay.
To test.
Okay. Let me know.
We can put it in your purse and see what happens.
Because what it's going to say, you'll get a tracker traveling with you notification. And tapping it will open a map to see the travel restrictions. You can see at what point was that dropped into your person or into your briefcase. And you can also tap play sound to help find it. And that will not notify the owner of the AirTag. It will merely play a sound in the AirTag.
Well, it's interesting and frightening that we're at this point where we have to make sure that we're not being tracked in terms of just our physical safety. We're not talking about our data. We're talking about our physical being.
You know, and back in the old days, well, maybe not so old, because I taught my daughter this, and honestly, if you had a sister, I bet your mom taught you and her that she shouldn't walk alone in the streets.
Right.
But a lady never went into a bar by herself in the old days. There were a lot of things, and women, when they travel in business, matter of fact, when you travel in business, you can buy an electronic lock for the room that will notify you if somebody opens that locked door to a hotel room while they're sleeping. There are a lot of devices, tech-wise, that women can use to protect themselves when they're traveling or going somewhere.
It's unfortunate, but it's also necessary at this point.
We have to watch out. We have to take responsibility for our own things and the questions of society.
I know someone wants to follow up with you on this conversation, continue this conversation with you. How do they go about it?
I've gotten email, I want to tell you, from several listeners. It's been great. My website, marshacollier.com. Check out my books. And I'm on Twitter every day. My DMs are open at Marsha Collier.
Now, be careful. My husband's sitting right next to you, so don't slide in there thinking that, there is someone guarding the door, all right?
You know what the deal is? I don't answer them.
But you get them, though.
And if you have a private bio on Instagram, I'm not going to be friend. If it has to be private, I don't want to know.
Marsha Collier, it is always good to see you.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you next week.
Yes, I will.
All right. Well, if I'm lucky, I'll see you as well. When we come back in just a moment with Alan Tender, he is one of the remaining finalists of the History Channel show Alone, a survivalist show where he's competing for $500,000 in cash. And the season finale is next week. We'll check with Alan and see about his experience and what to expect from the season finale coming up. So keep it right here on KMI AM 645 everywhere, on the iHeartRadio app. Now over to Mark Warner, KMI 24-hour newsroom. Two street racers who police say they killed a 20-year-old woman near USC, charged with murder. said a woman was working as a case manager and it was her job to promote safe and humane conditions. She's been charged with sexual abuse of a ward, which carries a 15-year maximum prison sentence. Virgin Galactic has launched its first civilian mission to the edge of outer space. 3 people, including a mother-daughter duo and his former Olympian who bought his ticket 18 years ago, took the ride to space. Very, very carefully engineered craft, and it's got the myriad of aviation analyst John Nance says the rocket's brilliantly designed because it can withstand the buildup of speed so it doesn't overheat when it comes back to Earth. Virgin Galactic can now start offering monthly rides, joining Blue Origin and SpaceX in the space tourism business. Southland weather from KFI, fog and clouds tonight, lows in the mid-60s overnight. Cloudy in the morning, then sun with highs in the mid-70s in the beaches, mid-80s in Metro LA, and we'll see 90 in the valleys, AB and IE. It's going to look like that through the weekend, then maybe 10 degrees to next week. Right now it's 72 in Irvine, 72 in Brea, and we're going to get some good news on the 215 in Riverside. It's the northbound 215 before Columbia, and bulldozers from West Clear. Still adding about 15 minutes to the drive with residual slowness there. In Commerce on the 5 freeway northbound to Garfield, and a crash at the left lane. Rolling through slow down from Redwood Boulevard. Legion Park on the 5 northbound before Stadium Way. Car broke down in the middle lane. Having a little trouble getting it out of the way. Things are backed up in Maine. And the southbound 101 freeway pretty heavy from Melrose to Glendale Boulevard. Stop and go on eastbound 101 from the 405 to the 170. In Encino, westbound 101, asphalt off track and stalls clear out of the way. And left things jammed up from the 405. Northbound 405 was hurting from North Holland as well. Little trouble in Culver City on the 405 southbound Washington Boulevard. That crash on the right shoulder has slow traffic behind it from the 10. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Randy Fuller. Injured in a car accident, call the attorneys at Sweet Day. Injured in a trucking accident, call the attorneys at Sweet Day. Injured in a motorcycle accident, call the attorneys at Sweet Day. If you've been seriously injured, call the attorneys at Sweet Day. Awarded best attorneys in America. 1-800-9-MILLION. 1-800-9-MILLION. That's 1-800-9-000-000. Or sweetday.com. The experts at AMCO have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out. AA, CF, check engine light on for free. CAC management of UNC. Together, we are limitless.
Pick up the free time with an oceanfront stay at TRILLIONAIRE Resort. Go to TRILLIONAIRE.com.
This is Jacob Emma. If you've been in a truck accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
A couple years ago, the talented plumbers at my farm started offering drain hose stoppages for $99.
Bubba's everywhere spat out their pocket donuts and took notice. The drain stoppage offers came out of the woodwork like cockroaches.
One of these sellers had 3 different stoppage prices, depending on the dryer or foam book you pick up. Get the same deal warranty, quiz, meal, or try over the phone.
Yeah, it's no good plumbing experts. We're asking ourselves if imitation is truly the greatest form of flattery. You might ask yourself if Bubba's price slasher is worth the risk.
You know our plumbers know this, but you also know we're relentless in background checks and drug testing. Not only are we licensed, but every single technician is registered with the state of California. I got a bucket of soap and a case of deodorant, so Bubba can't say that.
My diamond unstopped drains for $99. Find out more at thesmokeandplumber.com. You can call us at 1-800-446-MIKE. Contractor license number 39917. This is Mike Diamond, and I guarantee my plumber will show up on time and smell good. So your combo is free. Reason to use GetAround. The awesomest car sharing app in the world. Number 13. Rental agency Summit. Don't you need a car fast? Well, GetAround app. Didn't you have to fill out forms? Now, overrun? Now, overpay? Nope. Just to see for your fruit the wrong ways? Yeah, fuck it. Rent the car. Skip the big car rental agency hassle. GetAround. Just book, unlock, drive. Save $25 on your first GetAround trip with code NOLINE25.
With time-reduced rate times from SPP, you're getting the ultimate win-win. Because when you shift away from using energy during peak hours, you're not only enjoying lower rates, you'll also enjoy more time to do what you love. So instead of using winter appliances from 4 to 9 p.m., you could be reading tapes, calorie burning ingredients,
you save tanks on SDE. That's a win-win. Learn more at SDE.com/SimplyPay.
Everyone always asks, hey Conway, what are your top reasons for choosing advanced hair? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, stands by the results, and I'm living proof that these results are second to none. With advanced hair, your own natural hair is guaranteed to grow. Secondly, advanced hair combines top-rated precision with modern technology, creating a quality experience that blew away my expectations. Advanced hair's FUE treatment begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. If you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the special savings opportunity, Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, pay for free hair. One-day treatment, life-changing results, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Before and after photos can be found at advancedhair.com.
Now, iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September. Some artists from every genre. Buy tickets now at AXS.com. Edible headlines from around the world. Non-news on the Horn Report. Saturdays at 4 on KMI. AM 640. It's later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now, in its 10th season, the History Channel's popular survival series, Alone, pushes a group of brave participants to the limit as they tap into their impressive survival skills. And I tell you, this show blows my mind. They are fighting to be the last person standing and win a cash prize of $500,000. They're dropped off in northern Saskatchewan, Canada, and with 10 survivalists endure horrible conditions to last as long as they can. They have to self-document it. It's not like they have the camera crew out there helping them. It's not like there's a craft services table right next to them. It is incredible. Finalist Alan Texas joins me right now ahead of the season finale coming up next Thursday, the 17th. Alan, it's good to talk to you. I'm glad you're still alive. No exaggeration. How are you, sir? I'm doing very well, thank you. Where did your passion for the outdoors come from, which kind of preceded all of this?
Well, I would say it came from my fishing. When I was in primary school, my parents bought a house in the Truman in D.C., and there was a creek, favorite creek was flowing through our house, and I developed a love of fishing there, and then it gradually kind of grew from that. I just enjoyed the peace and solitude and quietness of being outside. And then I really got into archery. I got a root beer bow for Christmas when I was probably grade 4 or 5. What you guys say, 4th grade. You can say grade 4. Yeah, I just kind of went from there. And then, I really got into hunting when I grew up. And then I got into bow hunting. And I mean, when you're a hunter and you're up and fisherman, you're always outside and you just start picking up skills. And then I became a high school teacher, and one of the posts that struck was outdoor education. So I was continuously kind of building my repertoire of skills to instruct, and just kind of went from there.
How do you know that you crossed the bridge to where you're a quote-unquote survivalist? In other words, that you can really take care of yourself regardless of the terrain or circumstances, or you not ever really know for sure unless you put your test.
Yeah, you don't know. Like, I didn't know. I mean, that's one of the reasons I wanted to go on the show and just to test myself, not only physically, and mentally as well. So it was a real challenge for me to, I want to push.
Was there any point that you wanted to share? Just what we see as far as how you self-documented, but was there any point where you personally, internally, there was self-doubt, where you maybe said to yourself, why the hell am I here? Why am I doing
especially when you got dropped off. Like there's something in the alone talk of something called drop shop. When you get dropped off, you watch the helicopter, the boat, or the plane take off, and you're actually just sitting on the shore with your backpack full of all your gear in this big camera case. That moment gets pretty intense. Like, holy crap, this is real. And you know, and you're filming. You got to film your face and the boat, you know, dropping away. That was a pretty intense moment. But you know, I would say after about day 21, I really started to kind of feel like part of the land and kind of found my groove. I was feeling pretty good. But yeah, there were moments. There were lots of little moments like that. But as long as you know, it's expecting that. Like I studied a bit of guys who are in meditation and just tried to have a few frames in my mind that when I knew those situations were coming, like homesick or sort of, man, what the hell am I doing out here? I was able to get through those moments and they were temporary and something I was able to move on. But yeah, I don't know if anyone could say that. I don't know, but I feel that most people probably all had those moments out there. It's crazy. So much longer. We've been close to day 50. I think, yeah, day 55, 56. Come on, let's go. And I'll put it fast till day 60. See how I feel. That's kind of my goal in my head right now. Come on, take it. Get it, listen. Well, hello, man. My size today. Just after the lake the other day. We've lived for a long time. He died of social deficiency. There was another guy there. What? A regular surface. Okay, there is something going on here, and this is really frustrating. I look at something that may slowly start to death. I'm slowly starting to death, I guess. Smiley bugs. What is happening here? Holy moly. This doesn't make sense. That's too many bites to not get up. You are allowed to take 10 items with you. What were some of the items that you take? And on the other side of it, were they the right items to take? Yeah, I would, if I had to do it again, I would take the same items. So my items were a sleeping bag, fire starter, which is like a man-made flint. I brought my bow and arrow, some paracord, snare wire, fishing line, 25 hooks, and a multi-tool. Just to get your back to that, the last three participants, myself, Ryan, and Mikey, we all have the exactly chosen jet and items. I thought that was a cool little sound. There's the survival aspect in terms of food, making sure you have some degree of shelter and warmth so you're not exposed to the elements. But there's also a danger aspect to it. We're talking about wild animals as well, correct? Yeah, there's a healthy population of black bears and moose where we work. Yeah, those things are around us, you know, here in BC. I mean, bear and moose are, you're going to meet anyone in BC that probably hasn't seen a bear. That's one point in their life. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the History Channel's popular survival series Alone, which pushes a new group of brave participants to the limit as they tap into their own survival skills and fight to be the last person standing and win $500,000 in cash. I'm speaking to one of the remaining contestants, Alan Pinta, and the season finale is coming up next Thursday on the 17th. We'll find out if Alan wins next week, but he's going to hang around and join me for another segment, so keep it right here. Such a fascinating conversation. It's later with Mo Kelly. KFI 0640, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now to the KFI 24-hour newsroom and Mark Roman. Screenwriters in major studios will meet for negotiations tomorrow. WGA says they expect the studios to respond to their proposals during the meeting. The U.S. is striking a deal with Iran to release 5 Americans imprisoned in the country. They'll eventually be allowed to leave Iran in exchange for several jailed Iranians and access to about $6 billion in Iranian assets blocked under U.S. sanctions. And the Supreme Court's blocking opioid maker Purdue Pharma from moving forward with a $6 billion bankruptcy deal after the Biden administration raised objections about the settlement that would have shielded the Sackler family from future lawsuits related to the opioid epidemic.
It's in the left lane, the wreck is, and things are backed up in Lakewood Boulevard because of it. On the 10 in Mid-City, eastbound 10 in Fairfax, a wreck in the middle lane. That's that traffic stop in Robinson. That's going in East LA from the northbound 710 from the 16th to the 10. It's taking about 20 minutes to make that drive. Southbound 101 freeway, pretty heavy from Melrose into downtown Los Angeles. From Culver City on the 405 southbound to Washington Boulevard. That's a crash on the right shoulder as you slow to the 10. And a Women Yell 5 freeway northbound to Grand Valley. Stop car in the right lane. Not a whole lot of bad slowing anywhere in Orange County right now. Stay at 5 and Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Randy Thorne. This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a simple moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
Bachelor Happy Hour, the one and only official Bachelor Nation podcast, is back. Go behind the scenes with your hosts, Bachelor in Paradise, Season 7 Newlyweds, Joe Amobley, and Serena Pitt, for real stories about what happens with Bachelor Nation.
Here on Bachelor Happy Hour, we'll be putting all the guys in the hot seat, but exclusive interviews will be first to talk to the men, letting the drama into the house, and finally, brokenhearted.
Listen to Bachelor Happy Hour on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
So sorry. Las Vegas. Flamingos. Oasis. Flamingos. I say flamingos. Now there's top reasons to visit Orlando.
Get a compact portable gas stove when you earn 500 points on your reward card at 15th.
Number 2.
Live September 15th and 16th.
And the number 1 reason.
You can win up to a casino in cash when you earn 500 points on your reward card Wednesday to Thursday.
Orlando. Good times. Wake up, people. You're optimizing every waking hour of your life. From carpooling kids to work to friends and everything in between. You have to get sleep. And a bed that can perform as well as you do. Meet the next generation Sleep Number Smart Bed. It effortlessly adjusts to your shape, position, and movement. Learning how you sleep so you learn to sleep better. Night after night. Sleep next level. Only from Sleep Number. It's the biggest sale of the year. Save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition Smart Bed. Plus special financing and smart giving. See store for details. All DUIs have one thing in common. Junk science. Just because a cop says it doesn't make it true. At 1-800-NO-COPS, we know DUI practice blood testing, but you don't know can and will hurt you. Call 1-800-NO-COPS. That's 1-800-NO-COPS. So we got another one to lunch meal, something else to tell you? Yeah, and also like a good night's sleep. Maybe something like the I didn't struggle all night with my uncomfortable CPAP mask. I think what you're looking for is Inspire. It's the implant that works inside your body to treat sleep apnea without a CPAP. He sounds angry. Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
It's the last ride, but your symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome and constipation, or IBS-C, are taking you for a ride. What should you do? Keep managing your constipation by living the same old way, or try getting ahead of your symptoms by talking to your doctor about treating it with Linzess. Linzess is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. If you have developed unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling.
Imagine, what can relief from IBS-C mean for you? Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINCESS.
I remember when I was my brother and I would say, man, our dad works hard. We used to help him change the oil in his 18-wheeler on Sunday, every Sunday. That was really the only time we get to share with our dad before we have to hit the road again. He was our hero, and we learned hard work from him. When I grew up, I started Rooter Hero Plumbing and Air to help you on your hero's journey. One of the things we do is save you money by zeroizing your air conditioner so it performs like new. That restored efficiency saves you money on your energy bills and will keep your family cool all summer long. That's
fun for the whole family. Live for Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth. iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful planet. Reduce your impact on the environment this fall by packing a waste-free lunch for school or work. Avoid foods with excessive packaging. Use reusable cutlery, napkins, cups, bags, and containers, and recycle or compost any waste when possible. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
The podcast here released a healthy and powerful life story of corporate cookie. Follow Cookie's adventures from working for CBS News in Managua during the Nicaraguan Civil War to blowing the lid off the Iran-Contra scandal and almost taking down the Reagan presidency.
They're assuming that I know what I'm doing, that I'm a journalist. I wasn't. I was being thrown into the Coliseum to the lions. I had not a clue.
Listen to Journalista on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Portions of the following program will be recorded. Hi there, I'm Joel Larsgaard. Join you this Sunday for How to Money. We'll talk all things personal finance and help you learn how to save, invest, and enjoy more of what matters. How to Money with Joel Larsgaard. Sundays at noon on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640. It's later with Mo Kelly. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm right in the middle of a conversation with Alan Kenta. Get this, he's a finalist in the survival series of Alone. It is fast. It's compelling. It is mind-boggling. He had to stay out on this island in British Columbia for months, plural. He was competing for $500,000 in cash. But it definitely made me feel sad for my kids. What did I have to say that? There's this emotion that I feel out here. It's hard to explain, but it's almost like when you hit your chest, it's like, oh, I miss them so much. You just hope they're okay, and I feel like guilt for not being there. So I think I understand what happened today. Sounds like not a long walk, but I feel tired. Guess that'll happen after 42 days. Rest time. And here's the thing, we don't know how it turns out. Well, we know he survived it, but we don't know if Alan won. The season finale for Alone on the Disney Channel is coming up next Thursday on the 17th. But back then, right now, we continue my conversation with you, Alan Kenta. Alan, I asked you about whether you were concerned or started regretting your life decisions as far as going on this show. But was there ever a point where, just between you and the one else listening right now, was there ever a point in which you might have had fear creep into this? Not really. It's a survival situation. I remember we have a satellite phone. I mean, that's not a secret. They show people how to know with it. Like that's how you put stuff over the game. So, knowing that you could call in a life-threatening situation kind of helped maybe diminish some of that fear for me. But you also have to remember that they can always come and help you if the weather permits. Like there's days on radio where it blew for 3 days and just the vicious windstorms where no boat or helicopter I don't think could have come for periods of 3 days. Or something happens at night, like no one can come and get you at night. So there is a risk. It's not like you snap your fingers and someone can get there. Like some of the sites I'm sure were, I don't know for TVs
not old enough because Steve to get to individual sites. So, you know, some right there, you can just appear there. So it's definitely a risk if you're taking video of it. And we close the conversation. I always wonder if I was running into these different situations, whether I can tackle that problem. There's certain things I'm protected. So my question to you is, what was the worst thing you had to eat or chose to eat? Okay, so there's two answers to that. One was on the first episode. So like the first night I got there, I managed to catch a fish from a whole brewer, but it was full of fish eggs, which is called roe. And at that point I wasn't hungry because I just got there and I gained a lot of weight from the show, but I had to force down these fish eggs and man, it was nasty. They showed me dry eating on camera, but I got them all down. They're so full of nutrients and fats and all that. And the other worst thing that they turned me to eat, I said to fat, it was squirrel liver. I don't recommend it. I don't think you'll have to worry about me eating squirrel anything, much less squirrel liver. Let me just say this, Adam, and I mean this with great respect. You're a better man than me. You're a much better man than me. It ain't no way in hell I'm eating any of that shite. Oh my goodness. The name of the show is Alone, and with the season finale coming up next Thursday on the 17th on the History Channel. Alan Kemp, wish you, I know you're on the other side of this, but I still wish you good luck as I'll be tuning in to see how it turns out. I'm so glad you're home safe as it goes, and I look forward to seeing how it all turns out. Thanks for coming on tonight. Hey, appreciate it, Mo. Take care. There's no way I'm doing anything like that. Wow, never. Hails, no. It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We'll be coming back at the top of the hour. I'll be joined on the line by director Angel Manuel Soto. We're going to talk about his new film in theaters next weekend, the huge superhero movie, Blue Beetle. We'll talk about that next. So keep it right here. The more you know, the easier it is to avoid the idiots around you. And KOST HD2. Los Angeles, Orange County. Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Big gas leak, big settlement. Mark Lawrence live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The California Public Utilities Commission has agreed to a $71 million settlement with SoCal Gas over the 2015 gas leak that reported ranch 40,000 people from their homes. Officials said money will go to the Aliso Canyon recovery created by the state legislature to address issues from the leak, including air quality concerns and public health. It also mandates SoCal Gas to hire more full-time employees to operate and monitor new leak detection systems at the facility 24/7. And called for the company to adopt new reporting policies and training. The settlement takes effect in 30 days unless a party files an appeal or requests a review. The owner of a daycare center in Ontario is accused of sexually assaulting several children. Virgil Delgado has run the daycare center out of his home for 19 years. Investigators say they began looking into Delgado in March when a child reported being sexually abused. Investigators identified other children who say they were also sexually abused. Delgado was arrested earlier this month. Police are asking anybody who may have been abused or may have witnessed abuse to come forward. Blake Troll of KFI News. Some mother in San Bernardino County has been arrested for giving her baby a bottle of alcohol to stop it from crying. San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says deputies were called to a hospital Saturday after a 7-week-old child showed up intoxicated. The department says the mother drove through an unincorporated area in Rialto and stopped to put alcohol in a bottle to feed the baby. The woman's been arrested and charged with child endangerment. The state AG has determined the Orange County DA does not have a conflict of interest in prosecuting a judge's murder trial. Oakland Superior Court Judge Jeffrey Ferguson was arrested last Thursday in connection with the fatal shooting of his wife. Ferguson posted $1 million bail and was released Friday afternoon. The DA says the conflict check was requested because Ferguson is local and had previously worked in the DA's office for 31 years before becoming a judge in 2015. Charges are expected to be filed soon. The next determination will be if the case will be heard in LA or San Diego or some other location to again avoid a conflict of interest. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI News. In the report, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has enjoyed dozens of vacations paid who shared his ideology. ProPublica reports Thomas enjoyed 38 vacations bankrolled by wealthy friends, which includes dozens of private jet flights, VIP passes to sporting events, and a yacht voyage. The report claims these trips often went unreported on the justice's financial disclosure forms. In
Inflation in the U.S. has gone up in the last month. The government says overall consumer prices increased 3.2% from a year earlier in July, following 12 straight months of decline.
Some of the biggest price declines are for airfare and used cars, but car insurance and gas prices are picking up again.
ABC's Elizabeth Schultz says the national average for gas prices was up about 30 cents in July. She says that's been fueled by slower oil refining because of the extreme heat we've seen. And Six Flags is going all in with solar.
The park in Valencia will soon start building a solar array that will generate 20.8 million kilowatt hours of energy per year. That's enough to run the entire 260-acre park. Six Flags says the array on Magic Mountain's massive main parking lot will be the largest commercial renewable energy project of its kind in California. Officials say the solar power will be stored in huge batteries that should be enough to store enough power to keep the coasters rolling, even on cloudy days. Amy King, KFI News.
Top 9 weather for KFI. Partly clouds tonight with lows in the mid-60s. Cloudy in the morning, then we'll have sun and highs in the mid-70s at the beaches, mid-80s in Metro LA and OC, 90 in the valleys, 80 and 90. It's going to look like that through the weekend, then it'll shoot back up next week by maybe 10 degrees. Right now it's 70 in Orange, 70 in La Habra, 70 in Sherman Oaks, 70 in Compton. For the County, collect your winnings. Stall on the 110 in South LA.
Northbound 110 now, Manchester Auckland, where there's right in the middle lane there to make the alternate, so be careful. Commerce on the 5 northbound at Garfield, that crash in the left lane, and things stacked up from Lakewood Boulevard. Mid-City, the 10 eastbound at Fairfax, right in the middle lane, and traffic stopped up from Robertson. And just going east LA, on the northbound 710, from the 60 to the 10, would take about 20 minutes to make that drive. Now, there's a work zone on the northbound 710 from Ramona to the 10, Caltrans in the right lane until tomorrow morning, so you can expect a little longer slowing for a while because of that. Southbound 101 freeway heavy Melrose into downtown Los Angeles. KFI in the sky helping you get it faster. I'm Randy Fuller. Every day we consume thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Rabbi. I'm Martin Hope, and I invented Rabbi to make cleaning your nose easy. Rabbi uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Rabbi so you eat better, snore less, and feel healthy. People like Dan, a verified Rabbi user who writes, I've had trouble with my sinuses for decades. I always thought something like this would be thinner, but one use and I'm hooked. I should have bought this a long time ago. The results are immediate and incredible. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergy, or snoring, then Rabbi is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Rabbi is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Rabbi.com. Rabbi, an ingredient agent who knows healthy running. They're more identity threats than you realize. Even if you monitor your credits, only a little personal info needs to leak out, like your social security number and password. Or even LifeLock alerts you to threats you can miss. If your identity is stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions, but everyone can save up to 25% off their first year with promo code NEWS. Go to lifelock.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You're touring with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medication. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you get a prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
More stimulating talk.
Radio station.
symbiotic oaths, giving them extraordinary powers and abilities as the Blue Beetle. The film Blue Beetle hits theaters next weekend, and it stars Solo Marguerite of Cobra Kai fame, and it's directed by my guest right now, Angel Manuel Soto, who joins me on the line. Angel, so nice to talk to you this evening. How you doing, sir? Nice to see you, and good evening to everyone. I know directors are storytellers at their heart, but they're also using the words of other people, using the words from a script. But what appealed to you about telling this particular story or working in the superhero genre? So, very little, I never saw myself directing a superhero genre because as a Puerto Rican, I always felt that those opportunities were not for somebody like me. So when I got the privilege of interviews, I get the call from DC. They told me they wanted me to direct the video and then a film after. At first, I was hesitant. I didn't, there's been the way we have been represented, Latinos represented in Hollywood is a bit problematic. So I didn't want this opportunity, this good opportunity to fall in the same track. But like you were mentioning before about the script, they told me that they were working with this amazing writers from Querétaro, Mexico. That is who I possess. They told me that here's the script, and if you want to do it, it's yours. And to my surprise, the script was amazing. It was super authentic. It had so much heart. And I was so glad of that. I was like, this is the story I want to tell next. And being able to collaborate with that writer was probably one of the highlights of my career, as well with this actor. You mentioned representation, and I wonder, is there extra pressure there? I can talk about a movie like Shang-Chi in terms of Chinese Americans. I can talk about Black Panther and African Americans. The Blue Beetle now with Latinos. Is there a pressure to get it right, to make sure that Latinos are well represented? Think about that as far as how Latinos may respond to it. I mean, me as a Latino, I am my first audience, and I think that being free to be authentically ourselves is the best way to promote representation. I think that one of the beautiful things about our Latino rap is that we're not a monolith. There's a bunch of cultures, a bunch of countries with their own unique things that makes us special. But at the same time, there is a lot of history that connects us and a lot of cultural elements that connect us too. So being able to find the specificity through universality in our cultures, we were able to find that sort of intersection where a writer from Querétaro and myself from Puerto Rico can actually express the same way or feel like we speak our own collective experience. So being free, being Latino, I think is the best way to represent it. At the end of the day, we cannot tap into every single one that composes us or every single experience of the Latino experience because it is a lot. But what I'm hoping for is that in the future, this opens the door so that all the Latino experiences can be told. You don't have to do everything in one movie. What we have to do is take them out so that other stories can be told as well. Speaking of history, the Blue Beetle character is not new. It dates back to 1939. So this iteration with the character of Jaime Reyes is much younger. It dates back to 2006. Tell me about Jaime, his family. You have a great supporting cast with George Lopez and Susan and I mentioned Solo Marguerite with the Queen, Jaime Reyes. Tell me about this character, Jaime, and what he's getting ready to go through. So the beautiful thing about Jaime Reyes is that it's exactly like we were all once, we were all young. It comes from, it comes from a humble neighborhood. It comes from a community very close to my community. And one of the things that I find special with this story is that right off the bat, we have the family involved in his development as a superhero since the beginning of the transformation. We're used to seeing these tropes of superheroes that anything happens to the
So right off the bat, we want to involve the family and not just in the transformation, but active participants of development as a superhero. And we didn't want to use them as props or just like, mentors or anything like that. We really wanted to give each and every one of them a heroic arc because the same way that the movie is about superheroes, about a superhero called Hero, what we wanted to do is give this love letter to the family and to our ancestors and the people who came before us, showing the world that you don't need to have superpowers to be a superhero. You can find the superhero within yourself.
You always land on your feet, girl. You're higher and now you drop out with your hamburger. You have a deal. Why did you forget to do that? Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't. I think I cut a bus in half. The scarab chose you. It belongs to me. Whatever you can imagine, I am here.
Can I get you to hold on for just a second? We got to go to a commercial break. But on the other side, I would like to get your thoughts. At one point, before the conversation's over, I would like to get your thoughts on the state of Hollywood, the two strikes going on, and what that means in terms of trying to direct the movie and also release the movie. So when we get back, let's talk about some of that before our conversation is over. My guest on the line is Manuel Soto. He is the director of the forthcoming film New People. And it's going to hit theaters August 18th, next weekend. More in just a moment. This is Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now, let's go over to Mark Ryan, the KFI 24-hour newsroom. Bill Moore has been starring Hollywood Walk of Fame for her career in live theater and live performance, which includes a Tony and 3 Grammy nominations. At least 53 people have been killed and hundreds of structures destroyed by fires in Maui. Thousands have fled their homes. And a 7-year-old woman from Philadelphia is being charged with murder for allegedly stabbing a man to death with a blade concealed in a cane. That's right, a sword cane. She was defending her son in a bar fight. Fled the scene. Now let's head to a crash on the 5 in Valencia. Alright, so southbound 5 right before Valencia Boulevard. Crash was on in the left lane. Now he's been moved over to the right shoulder. But this was